Hi everyone, welcome back to Cookies Tarot YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a what's coming up in love read for all the signs, Aries to Pisces. So today's reading will be what is coming up in your love life. So we're going to start off with Aries first. What is coming up in love for Aries? What is coming up in love for Aries, universe, spirit guides? What is coming up in love for Aries? What is coming up in love for Aries? What is coming up in love for Aries? Too many cards. Two more cards, please. What is coming up in love for Aries? What is coming up in love for Aries? What is coming up in love for Aries? Okay, so what's coming up in love for you is I do see some sort of new love coming up. This could be a new person, or you could be finding renewed love for someone. You could be dealing with a fire energy. This person could be really attractive, really social, really vivacious. And you could also be at the same time healing from something that may have hurt you in the past. There may have been a betrayal in the past, but I do see new love coming in for you. Okay, for Taurus, what is coming up in love for Tauruses? Universe, spirit guides. What is coming up in love for Taurus? What is coming up in love for all the Tauruses? What is coming up in love for all the Tauruses? What is coming up in love for all the Tauruses? What is coming up in love for all the Tauruses? Okay, so for Tauruses, you could be experiencing a no contact situation with someone. You could feel like coming up in your love life, something could be hot and cold, and you could feel like there could be a breakdown in your love life or relationship. I'm getting the fact that Spirit wants you to find love for yourself and pour your energy back into yourself, because there's some situation within your love life that is kind of falling apart. Okay, so now we're going to do Geminis. What is coming up in love for all the Geminis? Your spirit guides, what is coming up in love for all the Geminis? What is coming up in love for all the Geminis? What is coming up in love for all the Geminis? What is coming up in love for all the Geminis? One more card, please. One more card for Geminis. Too many. One more card for Geminis. Yes, very nice. What is coming up in love for Geminis? Thank you. So, Geminis, what's coming up in love is you could be taking back control of your love life, feeling like you're in control again. Something is going the way you want it to go. You could be feeling sensual and seductive. Something may need you to have more patience. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces, but something fulfilling is coming up. You could be reaching like a milestone, such as a anniversary, or like getting engaged or getting married. Okay, now we're going to do Cancers. What is coming in love? What is coming up in love for Cancers? Universe, spirit guides. What is coming up in love for Cancers? What is coming up in love for Cancers? Too many cards. What is coming up in love for Cancers? Too many cards. What is coming up in love for all the Cancers? Spirit guides, what is coming up in love for all the Cancers? All right. So what's coming up in love for Cancers is you could be reuniting with someone. You could be attending a celebration. You could be celebrating an anniversary. You could be spending a lot of time with your loved ones. You could be celebrating your 4th anniversary for some. You could be dealing with a fire energy, particularly Aries. Be careful not to be too stubborn or rigid in your ways, or you could be dealing with someone who may be a little stubborn and standoffish towards you. All right, next we have Leos. What is coming up in love for Leos, please? Universe, Spirit guides. What is coming up in love for Leos? What is coming up in love for Leos? That one fell out last, so it was these three that fell out first. And I only take 3 cards. So what's coming up in love for Leos is you could feel like you could be missing out on some information. There could be information kept from you. You could feel like you have to hide who you are to somebody that you really care about. You're not able to express yourself. You feel a little defenseless, and you could be just feeling unmotivated. Something has you feeling a little lackluster, Leos. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. Okay, now we're doing Virgos. Universe, Spirit guides. What is coming up in love for Virgos? What is coming up in love for Virgos? What is coming up in love for all the Virgos? Virgos. What is coming up in love for Virgos? What is coming up in love for Virgos? One more card, please. Universe, Spirit guides. One more card for Virgos. Thank you. Okay, so for Virgos, what's coming up in love is you could be feeling like love is taking up a lot of your time. You could be feeling weighed down by the burden of love. You may feel like there's a lack of cohesion between your love life and your work life. You could be working too much where you just don't have time for love, or you could just be not working at all and just kind of feeling imbalanced. So it's really important for you to find that balance again so that you could juggle your love life and your career. All right, next we have Libras. What is coming up in love for all the Libras, please? Universe, Spirit guides. What is coming up in love for all the Libras? What is coming up in love for Libras? Libras, what is coming up in love for Libras? Universe, Spirit guides, one more card for Libras. One more card for Libras. Okay, so for Libras, you make sure you're not like harboring any resentment or jealousy or just anything from the past that you're still holding on to. Make sure you're letting go of that or talking it through. You could be dealing with a fire energy, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do see something being very balanced though. Someone could feel very protective of you. This person could be very attractive and charming and outgoing. But something feels like it's an equal give and take, and there's also trust involved as well for Leos. Or I'm sorry, for Libras. Okay, next up we have Scorpios. What is coming up in love for Scorpios, please? What is coming up in love for Scorpios? Scorpios, what is coming up in love for Scorpios? Just need one more card, please. What is coming up in love for Scorpios? Okay. So for Scorpios, something needs your patience. Something needs you to just have calmness, see the situation for what it is. You could be dealing with a pregnancy as well in the future. You could be feeling sensual, seductive. However, something may not be quite up to your standards. You could feel a little gloominess in your love life. You may feel like there's a shadow cast on your love life, or you don't have all the information. And you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Libra. All right, now coming up is Sagittarius. What is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? Universe, Spirit guides, what is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? What is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? What is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? What is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? Oh, 2 more cards, please. What is coming up in love for all the Sagittariuses? One more card, please. Universe, Spirit guides, what is coming up in love for Sagittarius? Okay, so Sagittarius, you may be spending some time alone, contemplating what is really important to you when it comes to love. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. I see something could be coming to light for you. You could be wanting to move in a different or better direction. You could be meeting some people at a party. You could be making new friends. You could be trying to reach back out to someone, but they may not be ready yet, or they may not know how to move forward themselves. Okay, so next we're doing Capricorn. What is coming up in love for all the Capricorns? Universe, Spirit, guides. What is coming up in love for Capricorns? What is coming up in love for Capricorns? What is coming up in love for Capricorns? One more card, please. Okay, so for Capricorns, you may have a lot of options. You may feel like you have a lot of suitors to choose from, but you may be a little confused as to who to choose. You may feel like you're afraid to take a risk, or there could be someone that you feel like doesn't really have potential to have a long-term relationship with. There could be some type of canceled plans with this person. You may feel a little defensive towards this person, or you just may feel defensive within yourself and like you're not ready to let someone in just yet. Okay, now we're doing Aquarius. What is coming up in love for Aquarius? Spirit guides. What is coming up in love for Aquarius? What is coming up in love for Aquarius? Aquarius. What is coming up in love for Aquarius? 2 more cards, please. Universe, Spirit guides. Okay, so for Aquariuses, you could be dealing with a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something feels like an uphill battle for you. You could just be kind of putting it to the side and not really working on your love life. There could be delays, challenges, frustrations. You could be finding it really hard to compromise with this person. This person could be really outgoing, maybe a little too outgoing for you. So you may have something like frustrations to do with that. Okay, last but not least, Pisces. What is coming up in love for Pisces? Universe, what is coming up next in love for Pisces? Pisces. What is coming up in love for Pisces? What is coming up in love for Pisces? What is coming up in love for Pisces? Okay, so coming up in love for Pisces, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or air sign or Aries. There could be a no contact situation with this person. You guys could be going through some just miscommunications or arguments. However, I do see that there will be adjustments that you will need to make. And hopefully you do, because if you make these adjustments, I do see some type of reconciliation or forgiveness coming up. So it's really important for you to initiate that yourself. Okay, and that is it for the love read for what's coming up in love. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and tune in next time. Thank you.